Students at Rutland High School are immersed in all things maple sugar. The freshman class is talking about one of Vermont's most notable industries in every program from physical education to English, science, math, and history. In the woods behind Rutland High School, a new temporary building is helping protect an evaporator and wood used to show students how to boil maple syrup.
My first evaporator for the program was built by two Stannard welders. It cost us $100 and it worked, but it was not convenient. It was amazing to see their work. I also had another one that I borrowed that year, a little bit bigger version of that made out of 50-gallon drums and a little bit of stainless steel just so that it was safe, and other than that it was stuff you might find lying behind a junkyard somewhere.
Today the equipment is more high-tech, purchased with grant money to teach students firsthand the different variables that can turn a great sugaring season into a lackluster one.
We received a grant. Erica Wallstrom, my coworker, wrote a grant to VACE, which is a group of scientists at UVM who get together and pool money to help science teachers teach outside the box, basically. Do something different that your school budget couldn't afford. So we applied for this evaporator. W.F. Mason in Maine. He's an amazing man. He makes many pieces like this per year. He made this one for probably 3/4 the cost that he would charge retail. He also donated another piece of equipment that's inside right now that's a finisher bottler. So when the syrup comes out, we put it in the finisher bottler, and we have basically what the industry standard in small scale for maple sugaring here. And a bunch of freshmen out here bottling syrup and hot packing it the correct way, and it's just really neat to see.
The Maple Sugar Project started 4 years ago out of a desire to show students a piece of Vermont's heritage while at the same time using maple syrup to teach different curriculum. Last year, the science teachers paired soil testing with the lesson. This year, it's climate change.
The extreme irony of the situation is that we decided to study climate this year along with sugaring. In years past, we've done soil tests and we've done seeing the diameter of the tree versus flow. This year we decided to study climate and then even look into the implications of if climate change is occurring, what would that mean? Without telling them it's happening, have them try to infer what that would mean to sugaring, and of course we get this historically late start in the sugaring season.
Students collect sap, haul it back to the boiling station where Mr. Stannard talks about boiling point and evaporation. His main goal is to make learning interesting for the students while at the same time covering his bases.
I have to cover my bases and make sure that I'm teaching science that I'm supposed to be teaching that meets the standards and that they'll be tested on. So I'm actually teaching some physics. I'm teaching some things that should help them out when they get to chemistry. I hear from chemistry teachers a lot of time they have to reteach boiling point. The kids don't even always have that concept that it stays at 100 degrees Celsius or 212. And so I'm getting some things that are going to help down the road, but I'm also teaching some physics. I'm teaching the concept of measuring calories and how that's a measurement of energy. And we're teaching climate, which is one of our earth science standards.
Since maple sugaring became part of the freshman curriculum, RHS teachers tell us they've had former students who now work part-time after school and on weekends, helping local producers tap trees, gather sap, and boil. Next week on Access, you'll hear from students about their experiences with maple sugaring, and we'll talk with the head of Stafford's Forestry Department about building the temporary sugar house at RHS.